Lights on, screen up.
Oh yeah.
Death Witch in the house. Pump it up, pump it up. Sexy gaming stream. Feeling
One
right,
mistake, thanks to
feeling
your
right.
gut.
All eyes on him.
People we-
In the zone tonight. Zone tonight. Joystick in hand, smooth as silk, smooth as silk. Playing with fire, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. Chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, on a spree. Get ready, folks, it's time to see, time to see, time to see. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like, come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Come on, yeah. Swinging beats and joystick feats. He's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, stylish flair. Winning every round, beats to share, beats to share. Watching dominate every way, every way. Feel the rhythm, join the craze, join the craze. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like, come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Lights on, screen up.
Oh yeah.
Death Witch in the house. Pump it up, pump it up. Sexy gaming stream. Feeling right, feeling right. All eyes on him. In the zone tonight. Zone tonight. Joystick in hand, smooth as silk, smooth as silk. Playing with fire, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. Chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, on a spree. Get ready, folks, it's time to see, time to see, time to see. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like, come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Come on, yeah. Swinging beats and joystick feats. He's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, stylish flair. Winning every round, beats to share, beats to share. Watching dominate every way, every way. Feel the rhythm, join the craze, join the craze. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like, come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Lights on, screen up.
Oh yeah.
Death Witch in the house. Pump it up, pump it up. Sexy gaming stream. Feeling right, feeling right. All eyes on him. In the zone tonight. Zone tonight. Joystick in hand, smooth as silk, smooth as silk. Playing with fire, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. Chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, on a spree. Get ready, folks, it's time to see, time to see, time to see. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like come join the fray. Join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Come on, yeah. Swinging beats and joystick feats. He's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, winning every round. Beats to share, watch him dominate every way, feel the rhythm, join the craze, everybody move, swing and play, Death Witch like 'em, join the fray, groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway. Lights on, screen up, Death Witch in the house, pump it up, sexy gaming stream, feeling right, all eyes on him, in the zone tonight, joystick in hand, smooth as silk, playing with fire, what a thrill, chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, get ready folks, it's time to see, everybody move, swing and play, Death Witch like come join the fray, groove to the rhythm, don't delay, catch that vibe, stay and sway, come on, yeah. Swinging beats and joystick feats, he's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, winning every round. Beats to share, watch him dominate every way, feel the rhythm, join the craze, everybody move, swing and play, Death Witch like 'em, join the fray, groove to the rhythm, don't delay, catch that vibe, stay and sway, Lights on, screen up, Death Witch in the house, pump it up, sexy gaming stream, feeling right, all eyes on him, in the zone tonight, joystick in hand, smooth as silk, playing with fire, what a thrill, chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, get ready folks, it's time to see, everybody move, swing and play, Death Witch like come join the fray, groove to the rhythm, don't delay, catch that vibe, stay and sway, come on, yeah. Swinging beats and joystick feats, he's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, winning every round. Beats to share, watch him dominate every way, feel the rhythm, join the craze, Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like them, join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Lights on and screen up. Oh yeah. Death Witch in the house. Pump it up, pump it up. Sexy gaming stream. Feeling right, feeling right. All eyes on him. In the zone tonight. Zone tonight. Joystick in hand, smooth as silk, smooth as silk. Playing with fire, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. Chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, on a spree. Get ready, folks. It's time to see, time to see, time to see. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Come on, let's go. Swinging beats and joystick feats. He's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, stylish flair. Winning every round, beats to share, beats to share. Watch him dominate every way, every way. Feel the rhythm, join the craze, join the craze. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like them, join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Lights on and screen up. Oh yeah. Death Witch in the house. Pump it up, pump it up. Sexy gaming stream. Feeling right, feeling right. All eyes on him. In the zone tonight. Zone tonight. Joystick in hand, smooth as silk, smooth as silk. Playing with fire, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. Chat's going wild, hearts on a spree, on a spree. Get ready, folks. It's time to see, time to see, time to see. Everybody move, swing and play, swing and play. Death Witch like come join the fray, join the fray, join the fray. Groove to the rhythm, don't delay, don't delay, don't delay. Catch that vibe, stay and sway, stay and sway, stay and sway. Come on, let's go. Swinging beats and joystick feats. He's the king of gaming treats. Come on, yeah. Strings so tight, lights so bright. Death Witch is in the zone tonight. Liberty of play, stylish flair, stylish flair. Winning every round, beats to share, beats to share.
Ooh. Okay. Camera's looking a little rough. Let's fix that. Looks good. Wife won't be joining us tonight, so we can get rid of that. Oop. There we go. Just us boys. Just hanging out with the boys today. Let's get signed into the Discord here. There we go. Oh, gotta fix my mic. Fix my Discord mic. There we go. All right. Gonna do some Fallout London. Before I do that, I wonder. I have any good copyright-free music here? Let's find out. There we go. Working on trying to get a chat bot here. Oh, extension active. Does it capture chats automatically? Let's just do a test. No? How do I tell it what chats I want it to use? I don't understand how this thing's supposed to work. Filters. I don't know how this thing's supposed to work. Let's try a Rumble test message. understand. Okay, that one worked. Let's try this one. Pop out chat. That one worked. Worked. Okay. Let's test Rumble real quick, just to make sure I get all the chats in one place. If this works, I may switch to this bot. Why is it not picking up Rumble? Try it again. Okay, yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. So that shit works. Okay, cool. It gives me all of them. All my chats in one place, including Rumble. So basically any pop-out chat works with this thing. Alright, cool. Let's fire up Fallout London. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Plug up my phone. Fallout London. There we go. Just delete the wife's chair. Okie dokie. We're not going to capture it? They're not going to capture that? There he goes. Okay. Jesus. Took its sweet time. Fallout London. Load times are kind of ridiculous on this, though. What's up, Waffle? Why'd you in the Discord? What are you doing? Damn, I'm about to have to go get a drink. I forgot to get one before I started. I'm determined to work my way through this game. Where was I going? What was I doing? What? Oh, hey, no. Making brownies? Is that like code for pooping? Data. Get a lapel print from a captain. I don't even know where to find him. Let's go do this one. And maybe I'll get the other one done while I'm just wandering about. Because I've wandered everywhere and not found it. Where am I going? Over here? Fast travel there. That's closest. I'm making brownies. No code. Stop the cap. I take it you saw my latest video. I wasn't sure about posting just a long rant like that, but I figured it's something I rant about enough that I should probably post it. Yeah, I figured it's something I rant about enough I should probably post it, because I don't like having to explain that to new people. So anytime someone new comes in and they want to claim something ain't pay to win, or they want to have that fucking conversation, well, am I ruining game? Oh, I'll tell you. Here's how. Life preserver. Life preserver. That is a beached whale. Alright, bud. What gun I got? Got my shotgun. Alright. Got my dog. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh no, oh no. Did not realize that was water. I was jumping in right there. And, yeah. Just, completely fucked that up. Yeah, you didn't see that. That didn't happen. No such thing. Oh, and now I gotta fast travel again. And turn that quest back on. No, it's still there. Quest's still there. Just gotta fast travel back here. Load times for this do get a little ridiculous, but I can live with that. Pull the Picard. Straighten out my shirt. Pull the Picard maneuver. Soap will get dirty or clean the floor. If you dropped a bar of soap on the floor, would the soap get dirty or clean the floor? Well, considering that soap kills 99.9% of bacteria on contact, then it would be impossible to get a bar of soap dirty. There could be dirt on the soap, but the dirt itself would be clean. Therefore, the floor directly under where the soap landed would also be at least partially clean. I don't know if there'd be, you'd have to do some scrubbing involved. Depends on what you mean by clean. Alright, so we can't jump there because that's water. So, go this way? How am I supposed to get over there? That looks like water too. Gotta be another way around. Gotta be another way around. Go that way. Let's go that way. Oh crap, can't get back over there. Oh, I'll go through here. Oh, my lurk eggs. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, get old. I don't know if the game's too loud or not loud enough. Alright, get a couple more lurk eggs here. Screwdriver, some oil. Okay. Wait, this back row, what's that? Maybe I can jump it. Oh my god. Oh, it does not have the best platforming mechanics. It gotta be a way around. I need to be over there. The dirty bar of soap and ain't cleaning shit. Still getting your limbs crippled for no reason. Yeah, it gets a little better after you add armor. Like, I've been slowly bumping the difficulty back up and testing it in sections. But even with the armor I got now, which is... Yeah, I mean, I got armor I've slowly been leveling up. I got some metal, some leather, some raider armor, which they call hooligans. But it's 57 defense, and it still happens. I'm not sure how to stop it. It does kind of ruin the experience, but if you bump it down to, I think easy's probably the sweet spot. Very easy, everything just kind of dies in one hit, so it doesn't matter if you get crippled or not. It's a little too easy. Normal just feels broken. I think am I on normal right now? I think I'm on normal right now, just trying to make it work. Yeah, I'm on normal right now. So I bumped it back up to normal. And we'll see how it goes. Because I just got the new armor. I just upgraded the armor. So I bumped it back up to normal. Like every time I get new armor and stuff, I bump it back up to normal to try it out a little bit and see if I can make it workable.
Praise him!
Yes. Praise him. Jesus Christ. What's up, Wolf? Hairbrush. Just picking up all the things. I'm still Fallout 76 brained. Where I need all the things always. It's okay, I'll have my dog put all his shit in the magic dog pocket he has. Churchill, come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. I want to give you a bunch of useless crap. Nope, nope. Trade with me. Here we go. Let's give you all this junk. Anything else I can give you I don't need? Yeah, kind of using everything. You know, I'm not using the flamer. Hold on to that for me for a little bit. And no, I'm using everything else. Well, just running out of space. I think I'm carrying too many weapons. Alright, how do I get to where I'm going here? Is there a chair I can sit in? A bed I can sleep in, something to pass the time. couple radiation barrels over there. Cigarettes? Ooh, yeah, cigarettes. By the way, if you're talking, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're muted or just not talking. Morgan's terminal? Yeah, I can barely hear you. I'm gonna try cranking you up. Try it again?
Hold on.
Yeah, you're using
I think I gotta do something.
wrong mic or something.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, that's a little better. There's no chair to sit in. Wait, that's a bench? Nope, can't sit on that bench. I want a place to sit. I don't want it to be nighttime. I want it to be daytime. I want it to be daytime. Potato plants on top of this building. Oh, there we go. There's a mattress. Let's sleep till morning.
And it's probably not gonna work. Yep.
I mean, I can hear you. Whatever you did there, I could hear.
Oh, cool.
And it's still not super loud, but I can at least hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't really know how to fix it.
I mean, is it set to is it picking up the right mic? At first, it sounded like it might have been picking up your webcam mic or something. Like maybe your default.
I don't have a webcam. This is the only mic that's connected.
Oh, I have no idea. Check your Windows settings. Sometimes Windows will turn down the volume on your device for no fucking
That's
reason.
that's what I did. I turned it up.
I mean, that helped. At least I can hear you now, so that's all that matters.
Yep, reset the computer, and I don't know what I did to make it originally work better, so. Let's go. Maybe I gotta turn it up in Discord? Is that a thing?
I think so. Maybe.
Maxed out? Oh, that's how TBT does it every time. You can have a fucking entrance sound.
What? Where?
And it's in voice and video. Hold on, watch. I'm gonna test it.
I mean, I got a small penis.
All right, that's dope.
Every time.
Soundboard volume, entrance sound.
Yeah, he has the gunshot as his damn entrance sound.
Choose an entrance sound. Okay. Okay, which one do I want to be my entrance sound? Oh, I think I know what I'll pick. Where is it? Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay,
Yeah, my drivers too.
there we go. Hey, yeah, that's pretty dope. I didn't realize you could have an entrance sound.
Yeah,
Now
neither until just then.
Now everyone's gonna know that I have a small penis every time you enter the room instantly.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Watch
Oh,
yourself.
what's your problem? Need to get inside that plane.
Tough luck.
What's your name? What's your
My
problem?
lawful employers are holding up in there until it's safe to come out.
Swear to
And
God,
since
all
I
they
need
do
to
is
be
tell you,
here to make sure no harm
problem.
befalls them, I can't exactly go around smashing up Marlock's nests.
Oh, and you
can
can
I?
set it per server too. That's crazy.
Destroy the nest.
See ya.
Okay, so I have to go destroy my alert nest to get
I like
inside
this
the
one.
plane.
Come back, you stupid bitch, and get in the shelter.
Jesus Christ. What is that from?
The Fallout London Discord.
Oh my god. I ain't got to that part in the game yet.
I don't know if it's in the game or if that's just like a British meme that they have.
I mean, I would assume it is.
I mean,
it's an
also have-
impressive mod, but as expected for them. Okay, that's definitely not in the game, but that's
all.
definitely a meme.
What is love?
No, copyright! Don't Rick roll me. Copyright.
That's in the Fallout London.
Alright, I'm joining their Discord.
Oh, you want to hear? You want to hear the best one in the Fallout London Discord?
Fuck my ass, daddy.
Jesus
real.
Christ. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? You are gay. Why are you gay?
I'm not sure Discord is aware of what they were doing when they made a soundboard feature. Fuck are these nests?
Why is that one called Lego Batman? That has nothing to do with Lego Batman.
Oh. Move hatchlings. Oh, fuck, no, that's not a hatchling. Not a hatchling. Get him, Churchill.
I gotta do it, man.
Your pussy is poggers.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Oh.
Your pussy is poggers.
I have to resist the urge to say that every time now.
Game is game.
Classic. Alright, where's the rest of these nests?
Diddy, what are you doing at that adoption center?
He's got to make some Dr. Disrespect lines now.
I'm the two-time child tapper. That's what I'm gonna get him to say.
Oh my god. Have you seen?
He's trying to come back.
No, it's even worse. He has lost his. It's not even that he's trying to come back. It's that this man has lost his mind. He is like unable to resist the urge to respond to every troll on Reddit. I mean, on Twitter. So everyone on Twitter has just been like atting him with like child memes, and he responds to everybody. He just can't help himself. They have just been like clowning this dude, and he's talking shit back, and he just keeps making himself look worse. It's so bad. I'll have to find the video on it, because somebody just had a compilation of like Dr. Disrespect trying to talk shit to everybody that was calling him predator, and like every effort he makes to defend himself makes him sound worse. He's done, man. This dude's cooked, as the kids say. This man is spiraling. Also, did you see my latest?
Spiraled.
Did you see my latest YouTube video?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if you were there during that original rant or not.
It was. I watched it, but I watched it not signed in, so.
Ah.
I just
I
didn't-
remember seeing you in chat, and you weren't in a Discord at the time. That was just me going off all by myself kind of thing. And there was no one there to stop me.
Sometimes I think those are better, honestly. I'll like go looking for clips and I'll think, God damn, I don't shut up. Like I was fucking going on about fucking Xbox 360 games for like a fucking week, I swear to God.
I mean, you know, nothing wrong with my co-host talking a lot, keeping things interesting. I lost my mind earlier today. Me and the wife, we were just clicking on people that had like commented on our stuff. And one of them was another streamer, and he happened to be live at the time. So went to his YouTube page, had a link to his Twitch, went to his Twitch, and we watched his Twitch. And that man, and he wasn't even by himself, like he had his girlfriend with him or something, some girl with him. And he sat there with his girl. No lie, we watched for 15 minutes. They just sat there without saying a word for 15 minutes.
15 fuck.
For 15 fucking minutes. And there were people talking in chat, like he had viewers, and they weren't reading chat, they weren't responding, they were just zoned out playing a video game. And it's not even like it was a super interesting video game, it was some card game, and they were just, it was so boring, like not even the game was fun to watch. I was like, how the fuck do you even have viewers right now? Like, what are you people watching? I am bored out of my, I wanted to off myself in a video game. Oh my God. I was like, really? And you came to my YouTube channel and talk shit about my content? The fuck am I watching? This is nothing. This is just 15 minutes of me watching you and your girlfriend breathing while playing Uno or some shit. It was so boring. I would rather have TBT, Waffle, Enjoy. I would rather have all my co-hosts here talking about nonsense for no reason than to stare at nothing. It's better than literally nothing.
They might have just smoked a bulldog, you know?
They didn't look high, they just looked boring. Oh my God. And I went to one guy's page. I'll have to see if I can look him up later and find him, because I thought of TBT. Another guy was talking crap on my TikToks. I went to his TikToks, and all his TikToks are the same. It's just him as a furry wolf fox thing. It's super buff. It's in a Speedo, and it's just him dancing in VR chat over and over and over again as he sings Taylor Swift songs in the gayest voice I've ever heard. And I was like, is this what happens in VR chat? Is this how TBT's spending his days? It was just so bad. Oh my God. It was just that over and over again. And it had so many views. I don't understand the internet anymore. I thought I did. I thought I was making decent content. I thought I was somewhat entertaining. I don't know what you people want anymore. I don't. I'm trying to figure it out. And I don't. The more I try to figure it out, the more I remember why I stopped caring about whether or not I had views in the first place. I was like, because I remember once upon a time I was trying and I cared about views, and then I stopped and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stream for fun. And now I'm trying again and I'm remembering why I quit. It's so bad. The shit people watch blows my mind. Meanwhile, I get nothing.
I mean, you've been growing.
Yeah. I'm getting a little something now.
It'll happen, dog. It'll happen. You'll get like You'll get like a jump for like 1,000 subs out of nowhere, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And then suddenly you'll jump up to like 10,000. You'll be like, "What the shit?"
Well, it's every time I put something out and I think I got a handle on it, and I'm like, okay, well, let's do more of this. And then I'll try to find some content that matches that and do more of that. And then I'll get nothing. And then I'll go, okay, let's try something different. And I'll throw some random shit at the wall. Something will stick. And I'll get a bunch of hits. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's do more of that. And then I'll get nothing. Like, I can't seem to find any consistency here. Am I over encumbered or am I... Yes, I am. How am I over encumbered? What am I carrying? Come here, dog. Carry my shit. Carry my shit.
Did you ever comment on the Palestine video? That's nobody commented.
No, shockingly, no one commented on that.
Soul.
Yeah, no one commented on that. Like the ones that got real big and then nothing. Like some of the TikTok ones get real big. Oh, just cancel. Some of the TikTok ones get big, and then I'll make more TikTok reaction stuff, and then that'll get nothing. The drizzle blew up. Like the two I got that got over like 1,000 views really quick were the drizzle video, the Jordan Peterson video. There's one other. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But like the three videos had like nothing in common. It's just three completely different things. Like one was, oh shit! God damn it, fell in the water. Ugh. I hate this area.
Thing. You're also building up, you know. Oh my god, 247 rads a fucking second?
Yeah. It's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't touch the water. Like it is no joke.
Shit's supposed to dissipate.
No, it's just like touching water in London is like instant death. It's like trying to survive in the gas in Warzone. Like you've got a couple seconds max, and then you're done. You're cooked. Usually I just let myself die, and I'm just like, okay, fuck it, I give up. I'll reload and save. But I've been sitting here killing all these nests that took me a while to get to because I have to try to navigate this area without touching the ground. Basically, I'm in the area where the floor is lava. And I have to get in the habit of quick saving more often. Not just because it's so easy to die in this game, but because the game also just has a bad habit of just randomly crashing. There's no like consistency to it. I can't figure out what causes it. Just sometimes it'll just crash. I mean, I get it's a mod. So, oof. Damn. Oh, but the dog can just swim in the fuck you, dog.
Just the shot.
Oh my god. This is so hard to navigate through. I think I've fucked myself. I don't know how to get out of here without going through the water.
The dog looks pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's a British Bulldog. Because of course it is.
Definitely more unique than just German Shepherd every time. Or, well, it's not a German Shepherd every time.
Yeah, they went with the stereotypical British dog. British Bulldog. Got it. Makes sense. Fallout tries to pick the stereotypical American dogs. German Shepherd's one of the most common ones. It's also the one all the cops use, so it would make sense that would be the dog that would survive.
I was chill with like the cyber dogs being German Shepherds. I thought that made sense. I felt like dog meat should be more like a coyote mutt, like dog breed. Like come up with your own, like based off of a real dog breed.
I mean, even if you go with like a mutt, though, most mutts, there's a reason why the German Shepherd usually gets picked, because it's like one of the healthiest dog breeds. Even if you got a mutt, there's probably some German Shepherd in them, and they resemble them. Like my dog's a mutt, the one we got from the pound. When I finally let them get a dog, and it's got some hints of German Shepherd in it. I mean, it's mostly like a black lab kind of dog. I'd show you the dog, but his TikTok got banned. Don't ask me how. Just the dog had a TikTok and it got banned. But it's got some hints of German Shepherd in them. At least the wife says it does. So, I get it. It's a popular breed.
I mean, I'm not against it being there. I'm just like, if you're gonna do a German Shepherd, at least do something else. Like, I'll give Fallout 4 a little credit. They did release that afterwards, but they all costed
Watch
money.
yourself.
Like, individually. Like, it was like $5 a dog skin. I was like, ew. Just
Oh.
give us like 2 or 3 dogs. And then I wouldn't even mind paying for a couple more.
There we go. Now I can get in there.
Like, I don't understand why companies don't understand this. If you give me a little bit, if you give most people a little bit, they're willing to spend stupid amounts of money on bullshit.
Yep. If that's what works. That's part of my big rant there. That's what works for fucking fucking Fortnite. It's why it's the gold standard. That you pay a little bit and that game gives you so much. So much shit in that battle pass. You get like 3 battle passes for $10. And usually people who buy the battle pass will spend money in the shop too, because then they got leftover money from the battle pass. And you've given them so much in the battle pass, they feel like they've gotten more than what they paid for. So they almost feel guilty for not spending money. Like, damn, it gave me so much for $10. Like, if you reach level 200 in a season and all you've paid for is the battle pass in Fortnite, you've gotten 100 levels worth of shit from the battle pass. Then you got all the shit in the bonus battle pass. Then you also got the mid-season drop, which is usually a licensed character. Indiana Jones was one of them. Deadpool was one of them, back in the day. Like, you get all of that, and then you've still got V-Bucks left over. And now you've got nothing left to earn because you've just been grinding the fuck out of this game, and you've gotten so much gameplay out of it, so much content out of it, and all you spend is $10 that you look in the shop and you're like, well, fuck, I don't have enough for this thing. Then you just feel inclined to just give it money. Like, you don't feel guilty at all. You feel like it's earned your money. And you know what? It fucking has. Just give me things,
Crazy.
and then I'll spend money on things. And even in Fortnite's free battle pass, you still get like $4 worth of V-Bucks, like $4 worth. So you'd have to play for I think it's 400 or 500 are on the free track of the battle pass. So I think you'd have
One thing I noticed about Fortnite in the little bit of seasons that I've been playing, I remember there used to be more like currency in the main pass, and over the course of a couple seasons, I have noticed they've been putting more of them in the bonus tiers, like after level 100.
Yeah, maybe there's some. I'll have to count it again, because I remember I missed the first like 2 seasons of Fortnite's battle pass content. I've been playing Fortnite since season 1, but that was before they added no builds. So I was just kind of dicking around and I didn't care about it, and I would not give that game any money because I couldn't get invested in it because I hated the build mode. But after 2 seasons of just casually playing, I had enough free money off the battle pass to get a free battle pass. So if you play for 2 seasons without spending any money, from that point on, you can just keep getting the battle pass every single season for free. As long as you don't spend any money in the shop. And I played like that for a long time. Because after season 2, I got the battle pass for free. Never spent any money in the shop, because again, I wasn't invested in the game. I played casually with other friends, but I didn't give a fuck about build mode. So I just...
Did you just see that teleport?
Yeah, there's some glitches. Alright, what am I doing here? Who am I talking to?
Damn.
Oh, there's a
He
door over
he
here.
looked like he got butt fucked by a bomb.
Yeah, these are their new race of people added to to the mod.
I mean,
Mary Alice
makes
flight
sense if
recording.
there's-
Yeah, they're like fish people.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Mayday, mayday. This is Captain Drew Mitchell with Mary Alice. We're in distress over Newham. I repeat, mayday.
Oh, I got the last recording of the pilot. Oh, it's when the bombs fell.
If anyone can hear this, we need assistance immediately. The navigations are shot. We're going down fast. Pete, the Mary Alice is going down fast. Oh, fuck it, everything's went dark. The EMP from the atomic blast crippled our systems. I can barely keep this hunk of junk airborne.
Plenty of rumors
I
over
repeat,
here that ain't
Captain
like this.
Drew Mitchell, serial number 25871. Got crew 3. We're over Newham, and our altitude is dropping fast. If anyone's out there, please respond. Request emergency landing permission at Biggin Hill Airport. We've overshot the Thames. I repeat, we've overshot the Thames. Come on, Mary. Hold it together just a bit longer. Ah, fuck! Looks like we're dropping in southern.
Let's get rid of some
Mayday,
junk
mayday.
while
This is likely our last transition. Mayday, mayday.
And then it crashed. Okay. Yeah, they're like fish people. They got gills. Most of them seem to be living in the, like all of the subway tunnels are flooded, so you gotta swim to get down there, and they've got like an underwater city down there. I mean, it's underwater, but it's kind of like BioShock underwater, where it's like a kind of like the squirrel in SpongeBob, where it's like a dome that's underwater, so they can go out and get water when they need it, but then they still breathe air, so they have an little pocket of air where they've made a shopping center and stuff. It was a neat idea.
Nicely done. Those people needed some hope. Who are you, anyway?
Rachel says hello, and she's sorry things didn't work
Not
out.
her fault. She's not like the others. Kicked me out of Thameshaven, they did. Couldn't stand a human living with them.
Yeah, but aren't there some of the fish people up here with you? Like what? I don't understand. Tell me about the underground laboratories.
That's why you're here. Yeah, I know one. Barely managed to escape, though. Would have been dragged back there, too, if it weren't for the ferryman. You don't work for the lab, do you?
Probably should have asked that question first.
Rough. I guess you want to hear the whole story.
Yep.
I was on a supply run near the Thames. There were 6 of us. One more than usual. We brought this school along. Lazarus. He was supposed to be an expert. Said he knew the location of underground bunkers. Had all these construction papers. Ripe for the taking, he promised. Turns out, they aren't as abandoned as he let on. We were searching for the entrance when they ambushed. They used some kind of gas. Everything went dark. Later on, I woke up in a cell with that girl. We managed to pick the lock and escape, but we couldn't help the others. The scientists were too busy to notice us. I nabbed the guard's keys and we walked right out the entrance. The guards noticed, though. Chased me all the way to the Thames. Luckily, the ferryman was about to make a crossing. Saved my life.
Who was it that captured you?
I don't know, but they were bloody strong.
When was
A
this?
month ago, I'd say. Maybe 2.
Still got the key?
Nah, I think the ferryman has them.
Where's the entrance to the
Why?
lab?
You aren't going there, are you?
I don't have enough strength to win that one.
That's fair.
Oh, they actually
I
have
probably want to
skill
go too
checks?
if I was
That's
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is, we never actually made
Still
it
can't
to
believe
the
they removed that
entrance.
shit from Fallout 4.
Lazarus
They're
was being cryptic.
fucking insane
Probably
for
thought
that.
we were
It's
trying to
still
get
in
out of
Fallout
the
4.
share.
It's just
I don't think we were close to the entrance when they got
It-
us.
it-
Charisma check.
Everything after that just blends into one bad dream. I remember.
I thought it was more than just charisma, depending on like what the context was. It just doesn't tell you.
I could barely see
No.
my own shoes.
It's just charisma.
I climbed over some.
I could
rocks.
swear there were intimidation ones.
They were chasing me, so I ran through the
Yeah,
streets.
those are also charisma.
I had no idea where I was going, so I
I
just.
mean, I can
kept
look it
running.
up. I remember it being only.
I don't think that was only charisma. I thought intimidation was like based on strength. I could swear that that was a strength-based one. Let me look it up real quick.
I mean, no, honestly, it makes sense what the hell you're saying. They did a stupid ass thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. It makes sense. I swear to God, they.
Now let's see.
Here, Fallout Wiki. Fallout 3 talks about that. Vegas has that. Charisma influences several game mechanics. It directly controls the ability to charm, convince others, replacing the speech skill and governing when she has success in creating dialogue. It also replaces border skills.
Yeah, I've got people saying that there's different ones. Yeah, most speech skills are a charisma check. You can use the robotics expert in dialogue for extra dialogue options. There are different stats or skills. So there's threaten. It's supposed to be strength. Flirt and romance is charisma, etc.
Okay, they don't have very many of them.
Yeah, so it doesn't. Yeah, that was everyone's complaint, is that it doesn't tell you what skill you need for what you're doing in dialogue. It just makes the dialogue yellow or red based or orange based on your chance of success. But it's hard to determine which skill it's checking for. So they're broken up into categories. Anything related to romance, flirtation, or barter is supposed to be charisma. Anything related to like strong arm, intimidation, or threaten, that's anything that sounds threatening or intimidating is supposed to be strength. Anything that's like robotics or scientific space supposed to be intelligence. Yeah, so they're categorized, but it's context based. You're supposed to pay attention to the conversation and be able to tell via context in the conversation. So it depends on what you're talking about during said conversation. That's what I'm gathering from all the Reddit posts and stuff I'm seeing. But yeah, because I was like, because I maxed out charisma with the character that I made in my current run of Fallout, and like I'll have green charisma checks until I suddenly have to like talk about science or do something threatening, and then it's always red. So it's not purely charisma based. Can't be. I think everyone's big complaint with Fallout 4 is just the simplistic 4-button dialogue tree that they changed to. It doesn't give you enough information. And it doesn't even tell you what your character's about to say.
Can we please hurry this
You
up?
just get responses like sarcastic. You have no idea what your character's going to say if you pick that. Whereas this goes back to the Fallout 3 style.
It ends up being on fucking the voice acting, apparently. Like, from what I've heard, they like interviewed with it, and what they said like back in the day was we actually limited
Don't leave me hanging.
the options
What is it?
because we had to get a voice actor to record every single piece of dialogue in the game. And when it's for the player character, that's way more dialogue than like just getting voice actors to do, you know. You're like most of the Fallout games before, it was half the conversation, so it was way more manageable. But then you add even and then they had it for both genders too. So it was basically like
Hey, you going to finish
it,
that?
I feel like it was 3 timesing the amount of dialogue that like needed to be recorded.
Probably. Especially if you've got it based on gender. So you've got the male version and the female version, and even then that's still limited because the males.
Shroud ones with like that one outfit. That's like a thing.
I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Specific silver shroud answers to.
Well, hey, that's going to be less of a problem in the future because AI.
Cringe.
You just call a voice actor in. No, I mean that would be the appropriate way to do it because if you got a game with like the insane amount of dialogue that Fallout has, like you get your voice actors in, you record all the main quest dialogue, so you make sure that that's good and like solid. But like all your side quests and all the background NPCs and all of that stuff, you just get some voice actors in to just record them saying different words and different, you know, versions of those words, like a regular version, an angry version, a sad version, etc. Just have them basically voice train the AI, and then you can use that to fill out side quests and background shit. Don't use it for your main quest. That would be the appropriate use of AI. Is use it to make sure that you can get a game that's fully voice acted with every single NPC in the game, including background characters, non-quest givers, you know, people that are, you know, non-quest givers, people that are just in the background.
Like a problem already for like these big companies. Like the only time it seems to have ever been a problem for even any company I've seen, it's been Bethesda, and that's just because they did the voiced player characters, which I think is redundant in the first place. You're going to read what you're going to say. You can come up with your own voice for your own character in an RPG where you're supposed to.
I don't know. I like your character having a voice. Like that was a nice touch in Fallout 4. Your character having a personality and a voice. The problem is it does add a shit ton of voice acting and work to the game because now you have to have a separate like version of that dialogue for each kind of character the player could create. And even they only limited it to male and female. It's not even like they had different versions of the male voice where what if you got a buff guy? What if you created a black guy? What if you created this? Like, no matter what kind of male character you create, they all sound the same. So sometimes the voice just won't match the body. So if you really wanted to make it like full immersion, which can be done, Baldur's Gate 3 did it. They have an insane amount of dialogue in that game. I mean, it puts Fallout to fucking shame. Fallout looks like nothing compared to Baldur's Gate 3. Because they have voice-acted dialogue for every single character, every single version of that character. So even the player-made character in every single version. I'm not even talking just like male and female, but like if you made a black guy, they got a black voice actor to do that voice. If you made an Asian guy, they got an Asian voice actor to come and do that voice. Like accents were taken into account. And every conversation in that game has like 8 different ways it can go. The amount of dialogue in Baldur's Gate 3 is fucking insane. But they did it. And it's really fucking expensive. And it takes a really long time. This Baldur's Gate 3 has been in development for like, what, 10 years? Like, it takes a really long time to do that. Yeah, it takes an insane amount of time to do that. And it costs an insane amount of money. So when you're doing a game with that amount of dialogue, I don't blame you for using AI as a tool. As a tool to help pad out some of that dialogue or to help fill in some of the gaps and prune your budget and time spent in development a little bit. That's probably acceptable. That's the appropriate use of AI. People got to stop looking at AI like it's the goddamn devil because A, it's not fucking going anywhere. It's only going to get better, which means it's only going to be more attractive to use. It's better to embrace it now and learn the appropriate way to use it. And that's the appropriate way to use it. Main characters, main story dialogue, things that
Honestly, I'm at the
unmissable.
point where I'm like, these big companies just shouldn't use it at all.
That's
They
we're gonna
have enough money. They
we're
have enough money to pay for all of these voice actors. They can just pay the fucking voice actors. Indie people, fair point. They don't have enough people. They have no way to compete with the studios at all. Like, I feel like in that situation, fair. Makes sense. There's no possible way you could get every character in an RPG you made to have voice acting if your budget is less than $10,000. Like,
the appropriate way to use it. Like, we're gonna disagree. Like, it's a tool. These companies are gonna use the tools if it can save them money, even if they're a big company. You would A, be a fool not to, and B, like, it does need to become a thing, and it needs to have standards applied to it. And the quicker companies embrace it, before it gets good enough to quote unquote replace people, which is what everyone's scared of, you need to embrace it early so you can go ahead and set standards for it. So yeah, they could pay the voice actors, and it could take them hours and hours to do that dialogue, and it could take them months and months and months of time, or years, depending on how much dialogue is in the game. And that voice actor could get tied to that one job, recording all those one lines, and yeah, they could make X amount of money. Or use AI as a tool, and now voice actors are paid to train AI instead of read every single line of dialogue, which means the voice actor might make a little bit less money, but he goes in, his job is done in a day or two, and he can move on to the next job. So the voice actor is getting paid less per job, but he's able to do 10 times as many jobs in a month. So the voice actor ends up making more money for doing less work. Now you have to get AI to the point where once it's trained, it can sound like that voice actor would sound, including things like adding emotion to it, saying angry lines when it's angry, sad lines when it's sad, etc. The idea behind using it as a tool, and that would be how you use it as a tool, you properly train said tool, would be that when it can't impact the user experience. The user shouldn't be able to tell it's AI if it's used properly. If you're trying to use AI to straight up replace a person, you're going to be able to tell. A person should have to come in and train that AI in their voice, which is where they get their money and where voice acting still gets used. But the job of voice acting is easier. And even then, it should only be used in really dialogue-heavy games. If you're talking a game that's got an announcer or just like a couple character lines of dialogue that are said like in a shooter or something, just record the fucking lines. If you're talking like characters in a Call of Duty game, like the Nicki Minaj had to come in and record all her lines, Rick Grimes had to come in and record all his lines, etc. Yeah. Okay, to give you an example of like how that sounds when you try to use AI, quote unquote, try to use AI. Call of Duty didn't technically use AI, but remember when they first added these licensed characters to Call of Duty Warzone, and they added Rambo and John McClane, but they couldn't get Sylvester Stallone or Bruce Willis to come in and record lines of dialogue, so they just used movie lines of dialogue, where it sounds like they just ripped lines of dialogue straight from the movie. They were out of context. You could often hear the background noise behind them from the movie if they were shooting a gun or something. They sounded terrible. Versus Nicki Minaj comes in and actually records her lines of dialogue. So that would kind of be the difference. If someone's using fully AI and not hiring a voice actor at all, it's going to sound off. People are going to know. So in games like that, it's better to record from scratch. Just have the voice actor come in, record all their lines of dialogue in a day, and be done. But a game like Call of Duty doesn't have a lot of lines of dialogue. Like Nicki Minaj has to come in, she has to record, all the ping noises. We're going over there. the confirm, the I'm down, the voice line she reads when she's helping someone who's down, when you're getting shot at, where the enemies are, etc. It's just a list of like context lines of dialogue she can record in a day, and then she's done. But if you were to bring in a voice actor for fucking Baldur's Gate 3, well, all the lines of dialogue for one of those characters could take a goddamn month to record. That's just one character. With one voice actor. You've got fucking hundreds in your game. Like Baldur's Gate 3. Well, 10-year development cycles on games. No company's going to want to do that. Baldur's Gate 3 is the exception, not the rule. Like, every game can't take 10 years to make. So, what do? You either cut corners the old-fashioned way and repeat lines of dialogue. So you've got multiple NPCs that use the same lines of dialogue to the point that he pulls you out of the game because now you notice. Or they just keep repeating themselves and they feel like NPCs. They don't feel like people anymore. Or you use the tools available. You throw some AI in there where it's appropriate. Keywords being where it's appropriate. I don't think the technology is quite there yet that you could just fully voice a character with AI. But you could do some background NPCs. You could do like random context lines of dialogue like that. You know, just stuff to make the world feel more alive, but stuff that isn't like the main focus of the game. You could probably do that.
Not really. It was dark and I was running for my life. And the gas. I only get confused when I try to remember that night. We got separated. Ran in different directions.
I don't know. Does he have a task?
Does who have a task?
Like, most games are not Baldur's Gate 3 size, like,
It's been so long.
by any means.
If it means finding my friends.
Yeah,
Most
this
games
is...
would not be struggling to, you know, get voice actors, even small roles even in games like this.
Yeah, this is why I said that they need to get in early and set standards. And when I say them get in early, I mean like the unions for the voice actors. They need to start getting them some jobs with some AI where they work with AI, find an acceptable standard, and start making it part of their contracts. And start making it part of the union rules. And a game that's using all AI to replace voice actors and not hire any voice actors at all would probably be breaking some rules. Or any of the voices used on that AI can't be from any established voice actors ever. Because then they'd be breaking union rules. Yeah, like they need to start incorporating that into their union rules. And you can't do that until you've like worked with it a little bit and found an acceptable standard. And the longer you wait to do that, the harder that's going to be. You got to get in early and establish those standards early before AI gets so good that now the acceptable standard has gone up. So now it's harder to set that standard because they can use AI so well. Like you need to get in early before AI gets to that point. And the longer they wait, the harder that's going to be. This whole fighting against AI thing, I get the instinct to do it. I get the feeling. I get why people want to fight against it. But it is a losing fight. You will not win this. You will not win this fight. It is not going anywhere. It's only going to get better by the day, and the longer you wait to embrace it, the harder it's going to be to set standards for it that are in your favor. If you're a voice actor, the longer you wait, the easier it's going to be for them to screw you over with it. You need to start championing it now and setting standards for it. You need to be that voice actor willing to work with it so that you and your union can set standards for it so that going forward, when AI does get better, it still has to abide by those old standards which were beneficial to the voice actor and not the AI. You got to strike while the iron's hot. That's just business. It might suck to hear that, but that's the fucking truth. That's the direction the world is going. It is what it is. So there should be a group of voice actors and a voice actors union out there who should be eager to work with AI and should be taking jobs just using their voice to train AI. So then they can set the standard to be like, okay, if you're going to hire us to train AI, this is the process for that. If you're going to hire us to work side by side with AI, this is the process for that. And if you're going to try to replace us with AI, here's what you can't do. If you're going to use all AI for your game, here's a list of things you can't do with it. Or you're breaking union rules. And then you still have to pay the voice actors even if they didn't do anything. If you use their voice at all, here's what you have to do. If you want them to come in and train it so you get better sounding AI, here's how much this is going to cost. If you want them to come in and record voice lines that then get mixed with AI, this is what this is going to cost. And if you want them to come in and do traditional voice work with no AI, this is what that's going to cost. Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. That's just how that has to work. This is very similar to the same fight the music industry went through and lost. They fought against fucking Metallica sued Napster. Like the music industry hated MP3s, hated digital music, and fought against it when it first came out so long. It was a losing battle. It was a losing battle. Nobody buys CDs anymore. Everything's digital. They lost that fight. And because they sued and they went kicking and screaming into the future, a lot of bands got screwed over. Learn from those mistakes, or you're doomed to repeat them. And I'd give the same advice, and I'd give the same spiel to AI artists. AI art ain't going anywhere. You can either learn to use it as a tool, or you can get steamrolled by it. Those are your options now. It is what it is. This is how technology works. We went through this already once before, artists. Every 2D animator at Disney learned this shit the hard way. You either learn 3D modeling and how to blend your shit with it, or get laid the fuck off.
Fucking stupid, because it wasn't even better for years. It was just fucking audience retardation. I never understood it either. I was like, why? Why are y'all like so obsessed with only 3D, and every 2D movie that comes out is like, that's old, even if it's way more like impressive and like stunning visually than a 3D film. It's not even like stuff in 3D. It's not even just stuff in 3D. It's just you have to learn how to use those tools. Even 2D stuff now, like South Park, is made using those same tools. They're still using 3D tools to make South Park. They're using 3D tools to make 2D animation. No one's drawing anything by hand anymore. In the world of animation, that's not how that works anymore. They're all using Blender. They're all using the same animation tools. Whether you're making 2D or 3D, it doesn't matter. The point is they needed to learn to use those tools. You're not drawing shit by hand anymore. That's not happening. That's not how we animate shit anymore. And those people who refuse to learn those tools and wanted to keep drawing by hand, well, you can go draw comics, I guess, because you ain't doing shit for Disney now. Like, that's how the world works, man. New technology comes out that makes work easier. You either learn to work with it or get replaced by it. And I can go through 100 examples of that happening. AI is just the most current version of that. And after AI, it will be something else. This is the cycle of technology. This is a tale as old as time. And as much as people want to scream that something's going to replace something,
That also almost never happens. 3D animation has not replaced 2D animation. They still make 2D animated movies, and they're still great.
Lest it pretty much has.
No, they still make 2D animated movies, and most of them are still great. Anime's still a fucking thing, but
Other places,
anime's still a thing, and anime still uses those tools. They don't draw anime by hand anymore. Like, that's not a thing.
What major fucking studio is releasing actually 2D drawn fucking, like, Western studio, not fucking
2D drawn? None. No one's drawing shit by hand anymore. 2D animated? Lots. Fucking Into the Spider-Verse. Like, kicked off a whole wave of 2D animated movies because of how successful it was. The new Ninja Turtles, it's 2D animated. Same thing with the new Ninja Turtles movie.
Those are 3D models, Doug.
They're 2D animated with 3D. They're 2D animated using 3D software. That's how most 2D animation is done now, including South Park.
That's not 2D animation though. It's a style of 3D animation.
Yeah, that's what 2D animation is going to be now. Again, no one's drawing shit by hand anymore. That's
People are drawing shit by hand a lot, actually.
Name one studio doing it.
Every anime studio is
No, every anime studio is not hand drawing every frame of animation. That is absolutely not true. They are not hand drawing every frame of animation.
They are not drawing anywhere fucking 2D animation.
They are not drawing every frame of animation. They're drawing a character and they're using a tool to animate the movement of the character. That's how animation works now.
That's like how The Simpsons runs.
Anime does that too, dog. That's absolutely true.
Dragon Ball fucking Super. Like all of those shitty episodes where the characters were literally like looking like they fucking got scribbled onto the page in 2 minutes.
There's different degrees of quality to it depending on how much they want to like spend time on it. Yeah, some of those episodes of Dragon Ball Super were rushed because they had to get them out before the next episode of the manga came out. They were on a time crunch. They usually go back and touch them up and fix them later. But when they first air, yeah, some of them are shitty.
I'm not saying that what you're talking about doesn't exist, and it's probably decently popular within the animation industry.
It's very popular.
2D animation is just gone now.
No, that's what I was saying. Nothing ever gets fully replaced, but it's nowhere near where it was. The number of studios doing hand-drawn cellular animation frame by fucking frame is extremely rare now. It's the exception, not the rule. Nowadays, 90% of animation is using an animation tool. Whether that animation tool is based on a polygonal 3D model, and when I say 3D model, I don't mean like not stylized to look 2D, but I mean like fucking Pixar, like 3D. Like, that's what that's meant to look like. Like, they're either doing that, or they're doing some stylized version of that meant to look like 2D. They're drawing their characters, they're drawing their base, and then they're animating on top of that. That's just the modern day version of it. I mean, that trick was even used way back in the day. They've been doing that forever anyway. This is the modern day version of it. It's just a lot cleaner and smoother. Remember back in the day? I don't know how many old cartoons you watch. I keep forgetting you're way younger than me. But back in the day, when you were watching Saturday morning cartoons, when shit was all animated by hand like that, you could tell the parts of the background that the characters were going to interact with because they looked different. And when the characters were standing still and only one part of their body was going to move, you could tell which body part was going to move. Because the rest of the fucking frame was static and they only animated the arm or something. Like, they did those corner cutting methods all the time. Instead of drawing every single frame, they drew one frame as a base, and then they'd animate one little part of it over and over. And they kept their animation to a minimum in order to, you know, try to not make it as obvious. But you could always tell, like, which part of the background Scooby-Doo was about to interact with. Which drawer is he going to open on that dresser? Oh, it's probably the one that's colored slightly different and kind of looks like it's interactable. The rest of it looks like a background, but this one looks like it's animated. Yeah, they've always done those little tricks. The 3D animated stuff just means you draw your base, put it into a computer, they apply that base to a model, and now you can manipulate the whole model and move it around. And it's seamless and doesn't stand out from the background anymore. Looks better. So, and the more they use it, the better they get with it. I mean, you can look at what the Hulk looked like in the first Hulk movie. Then look at what he looked like in the Incredible Hulk movie. And then look at what he looked like in Endgame. Like, things just get better over time the more people use it. So you can embrace it and learn to use it. Still a talent, still an art to it. But nothing ever gets fully replaced, was what I was about to say before we went on this tangent. Like, everyone was scared to death that TV, that nobody was going to listen to radio anymore once TV came out. Why would you listen to radio news? Why would you listen to audio shit? Why would you listen to an audio story or an audio newscast when you can watch the news on TV? The TV didn't replace radio. We found a use for radios. We found a use for those things that still apply. Podcasts are probably one of the most popular forms of entertainment now. They're audio only. People get their news from the radio still. From audio from audio broadcast. People still get their news from it.
People don't get their fucking, like, barely anybody listens to the radio. Like,
when I say I'm using radio as a catch-all term for audio only entertainment. I'm including podcast and radio just because it's easier to just say radio than have to list them all every time. But yeah, people still get their news from audio only shit. I'm saying radio because it means they're not watching a video. Tons of people still get their news from podcasts and shit. Joe Rogan gets far more people listen to Joe Rogan than watch the actual goddamn news anymore. And his podcast gets way more listens than it gets views on YouTube. People are listening to the audio. So, television didn't kill audio shit. Hell, it didn't kill the radio. There are still radio stations. People still listen to the radio in their car. You know, people still listen to the radio when they go for a jog or work out. There are still people who listen to the radio. There's different versions of radio. There's broadcast radio, streaming radio, Sirius XM satellite radio, etc. But yeah, all those stations are still there. People still use them. They're still popular. TV didn't kill them. Movies didn't kill them like everybody was scared would happen when TVs and movie first became a thing. Was the point I was trying to make. I mean, that was a long time ago. But when the first audio color movie came out, it was either The Wizard of Oz or around the time of The Wizard of Oz. People got scared that was going to happen. I think The Wizard of Oz was the first color movie. That's why they started the movie in black and white. And then when she got to Oz, everything went to color, and it was supposed to blow everyone's mind because you'd never seen color on the big screen before. And I think once that happened, everybody got scared to be like, oh shit, no one's going to listen to radio anymore. We got TV now. But that didn't happen. Here we are, almost 100 years later, people still listen to the radio. 75 years later, we're still listening to radio. We're still listening to podcasts. Yeah. People thought when the PS1 came out and PS2 came out, people thought 3D games, that's it. 2D games were done. 3D was the future. That's all games are going to be now. No one wants to play 2D games anymore.
That is exactly how people think, still to this day. There are people who will literally avoid.
I'm sure there are some, but some of the most popular games on the planet have been 2D. To this day. Among Us was a fucking phenomenon. Dead Cells, Hades, Binding of Isaac, Undertale. The list goes on. They still do exceptionally well. They're not dead and buried. They're not going anywhere. The point I'm trying to make is one may become more popular than the other, but they never replace the other one entirely. That never happens. It literally never happens. And it's not going to happen with AI. This whole AI scare is just people overreacting. I'm just being a realist and just looking at the whole cycle of technology and history, and how many times have I heard this same spiel before, where people get scared of a new piece of technology, then 10 years later everyone's used to it and it's not that bad. That's what always happens, and it will happen this time. And in 10 years there'll be another new thing, and we'll do it all over again. You can name any piece of technology you want, and I can tell you that this is that the same cycle has happened. Any piece of mainstream technology, I'll put it that way. There's shitty niche shit that didn't really catch on to begin with that died, but that's because it was niche to begin with. Like, no one bought fucking Google Glass. That was never really a thing to begin with, though. Like, it just didn't catch on. That's not the same thing as what I'm talking about. So I'm sure you can find little niche shit like that, but as far as mainstream shit, like, I mean, fucking vinyl records are still a thing, and making a comeback now. Actually, they're making more of them. That's just...
Yeah, I feel like Google Glass only failed because it has this giant fucking thing sticking out the side of the lens.
There's versions of that now. Google gave up on theirs, but there's other companies still making those now. AR glasses are actually kind of making a comeback. They're kind of becoming a thing. You can look them up on Amazon. There's a ton of companies selling AR glasses. I think HTC makes one. Samsung, I think, has one. Yeah. They're kind of becoming a thing now. Google was sort of ahead of its time with it, but they make them now that look like regular glasses. Like, people couldn't tell you were wearing goofy glasses. That was the problem. That was the big problem with Google Glasses. Those glasses looked fucking horrible. Everyone could tell you were a dork if you wore them.
Why did they try to do Google Stadia and not try to do VR? Like, that felt weird to me. Like, they did like this half-assed attempt with like the Google phones could become VR headsets with like a cardboard box.
They killed mobile VR for several reasons. The biggest reason is it wasn't profitable. Just not enough people were using it. The technology wasn't there yet to slot your phone into a piece of cardboard and use it. It was okay, but the few people that did use it, most of them got headaches from it. Like, it would have taken a lot of money and a lot of investment to make new phones capable of doing it, to the point where it would be better to just make a VR headset. So they gave up on it. It was too expensive. The reason they chose Stadia over VR is they were several reasons. The main reason being they were so far behind. And you know what? Every fucking VR company is so far behind Facebook in VR that it would cost you an astronomical amount of money to catch up, to even be competitive. Like, the fucking Quest headset is just, there's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. Every other VR headset has to be tethered to something or use sensors. The Quest you can take with you anywhere, and It can detect you even without controllers. Like, it'll just track your hands now. Like, you can just use your hands. Like, all you need is the headset. And it's pretty decent graphic-wise. And to top it off, it can wirelessly connect to your PC and play PC VR games. Wirelessly. It just streams it to the headset from your computer. So now you don't even have to be tethered to your computer to play Half-Life Alyx. Yeah, like catching up to that would cost you a ton of money. That was number one. Number two is at the time they were doing Google Stadia, they were trying to find an edge over Twitch with YouTube gaming. And that was going to be their big edge. They didn't give a fuck about Stadia. They wanted that integration. They wanted you to be able to watch a stream with a streamer and click a button to play with that streamer even if you didn't have the game installed. Even if you didn't own the game, you could play the streamer's copy with him. That was the end goal. They were testing game streaming with Stadia, and they were going to incorporate that into YouTube. And they had it working on YouTube for some games before they finally killed Stadia. That was the real reason Stadia existed. And then they just...
Didn't Ross get a fucking stream with Trump?
Yep.
That's crazy. And then Hassan got salty.
Yep, Trump's going to win, and he's just going to win. He just understands.
Oh, I mean, you didn't see this as soon as Biden dropped out. That was it. I knew it was, if Kamala was in there.
I will tell you the moment I knew he was going to win, even before. Well, he's just better at campaigning and like he understands the way audiences' minds work better than a politician, because he's not a politician. He's a celebrity. He's a TV personality. He understands what sticks with people. People don't remember speeches. They don't remember facts. They don't remember numbers, which is what most politicians did. Like during debates, they throw out numbers, they throw out policies, they throw out all that stuff. Most people don't remember that shit, but they remember memes. Trump's all memes. Trump's all memes and moments. I can tell you the precise moment I knew it was over for anyone other than Trump. The moment he got up after getting shot in the ear and raised his hand up, and that became a poster. That picture is now the poster of America. Minute you see that picture, the minute I saw that photo taken and it started getting used everywhere, I was like, that's it. He just won. It's over. It's over. That's nail in the coffin right there. That picture is gonna be as iconic for the strength of America as that picture of like the soldiers, picking up the flag and putting it back up in World War II. Like that picture screams, you put an American flag behind him in that picture, which they've already done in his campaign ads, and that picture just screams patriotism. Like nothing makes you prouder to be an American. That's it. There is no better picture than that. Like that. That's all people are going to remember now. He just became the face of America. How do you not vote for America's mascot? It's over. He won. That's the moment he won. Much as I don't like to admit it. But,
I mean, that was pretty close. It was pretty close to when Biden dropped out, so.
I mean, Biden dropping out was...
I felt like that was the final nail. Like, it wasn't, most of the nails. It was just the final one. I was like, there ain't no way. There ain't even a sliver now. This is over, bro. He wins. There ain't nothing. Like, he was just like the assassination attempt on top of the main opponent that 90% of the people that were already like trying to support just said, "No, I'm out. We're gonna go Kamala now." Fuck it. Of course he's losing.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. Even if Biden would have stayed in the race, though, the minute that picture was taken, it was over. Like it was over. Any doubts anyone had that Trump had the strength to run this country because he was too old? Shot down right there. That's it. He just became the poster child for America. It's over. Whether you like it or hate it, love it or hate it, it is what it is, man. That's just me reading the situation properly. He won. That's the moment that he won. This controller's dope, but the Deadpool butt controller is it's better. I want the Deadpool butt controller. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did.
I want it.
I want this controller, but I'm like, I mean, it's the same price as a regular controller, so I'm not like super upset. But I hate the new D-pad, and then there's no back buttons. I'm like, this needs to be standard. Back buttons need to be standard. Stop trying to hide them
I'm
behind.
gonna go grab a drink.
Like, the Pro Controller would still. You don't even have to have as many as the Pro Controller. You could do 2 buttons on the back. The Pro Controller has 4, and fucking a replaceable D-pad, and fucking you could do the buttons on top like the Razer controller had if you really want to just make sure that you're selling 4 extra buttons with the Pro Controller for some fucking reason. Like, let's not. I mean, the build quality is also better in the Pro version. Like, there's a lot of reasons to buy a Pro Controller. Comes with a fucking carrying case, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe that's a little more, but if you're gonna buy a fucking $150 controller, you are getting the fucking carrying case. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh my god, that's what I want. I don't know if you can hear me. Because you did say you were walking off, but... This controller. I want that. I'm about to grab that.
I could hear you. You just couldn't hear me because I wasn't at the microphone. Okay. Oh, shit. Dude! Dude! They should fucking make a Tron controller. Like, this makes me want a Tron controller. This one you just showed? Oh, let me look at it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could see.
Where it's got this glow to it. This is one of those wired third-party controllers, though. Xbox needs to make a wireless one that's got, like, just blue LEDs. Black controller, blue LEDs.
And a controller from Xbox. Like, literally, look at it. It has a regular-ass fucking D-pad. It has 2 back buttons on the back. It's wired. I prefer wired controllers.
Yeah, but it's not made by Microsoft.
I mean, shit.
It's
the one I have isn't made by Microsoft either. It's made by Razer.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's one of those third-party controllers. I've had bad luck with those, especially the wired ones from brands I've never heard of. And I've never heard of GameSir. Whatever
I've heard
that
of
is.
games.
Never heard of them.
They're not like super popular, but I have heard of them. They're like, I think they were like knockoff Turtle Beach for a while, but I've heard they've been coming out with some better stuff recently. Like, I mean,
oh, I had a thing I was going to show you.
well, they had the shell controllers, the ones with like the magnets on it that you could like just replace the shells.
So I had a
They did
thing
that.
to let me go into my other camera mode here, because I had a thing I was going to show you. That was kind of the. I wanted to get your thoughts on it because it goes back to the conversation we were having. Oh, okay, you can change the color of the LED on this. It doesn't have to be gold. It can be blue, purple, red. Yeah.
The one I just showed you, the GameSir one.
Yeah. If you scroll down, it's RGB lighting. You can change it to whatever color you want.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah.
My fucking $80 Razer controller doesn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's RGB lighting. You can hook it up to your computer and program it to be whatever color you want.
Paycheck. It's cheaper than a regular controller. It
Looks like it's got.
I want, even if it lasts only like a year, I won't care. That's less. It's cheaper. I'll
Yeah,
buy
it
it.
looks like it's got remappable buttons, remappable sensitivity for the triggers and sticks. Yeah, I mean it's got a lot of.
Got like the see-through look.
Yeah. But this goes back to the conversation we were having about the hitbox.
Oh, they sell a wired version.
A wired version of what?
Oh wait, no, it says wired. Never mind. What the fuck is this? What's the difference between this one then? And the one I just saw?
No idea.
The Khalid Flux, and then there's the Khalid Original?
The D-pad's gold on this one, and it's not on the other one, I guess.
It's the same price, so I don't, like... Or it's actually, like, a cent cheaper. It's 1 cent cheaper.
Is it... Maybe it's the... Maybe it's like... Because this one, the Flux has... removable buttons, analog triggers, blah, blah, blah. So if we go to the other one, we go to the regular Khalid, see if we figure out what the difference is. Oh, it's got the sticks, it's got the analog triggers, got the removable buttons.
The one thing I think I will miss from this
Multifunction.
controller is Razer. They love their, like, mouse click buttons. Like, every button on this controller feels like I'm clicking the mouse, and it has that sound that's so satisfying. I'm gonna miss that if I get a new controller. It's so bad.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what the difference between the two is. I thought I saw the difference, but I don't.
I think it's slight color changes, maybe, and maybe it's just an update of the fucking model. And
well, I thought maybe it was like
Wait,
the regular.
Does it have customizable colors still?
Yep. Yep. Still RGB lighting. I thought maybe it was that the regular one was black and the Flux was kind of that clear translucent thing. But it kind of, in some of these pictures, the regular one also looks translucent, so I can't tell what the difference between the two is.
It has a different design on the inside, like circuit board.
Is that it?
One of them looks like it's a circuit board design, and then one of them looks like a hydro dipped design.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a very slight change, but
And like it's a style change. I see. I mean,
yeah, I see it.
Same price, I'm not against it.
I mean, I see it.
Just this is a color option.
Yeah, why you just wouldn't combine them and make it a different option?
So I think Sony should just start accepting Xbox controllers and fucking vice versa. Just make an agreement. If you do it, tell Xbox, hey, we'll get both of our controllers working. No, like, who cares? Just sell the fucking controllers.
I mean, they
like,
make adapters. I've got one.
Yeah, they make adapters, but imagine you didn't need an adapter. Like you didn't.
I mean, it would be cool, but
if you're a kid, like I'm sure you've been like, oh man, I could just bring my own controller, and then you go to a friend's house and the controller don't work. It's wrong system or something. Like I'm sure that's happened.
It used to until I got that adapter. Now I just take the adapter and use whatever controller I want. Wait, do they have back paddles on this controller?
Yeah, they do.
On both of them, the Flux and the regular? Like I was like, is that the difference?
I think they do. I think I saw back paddles.
Where does it show back paddles? Yeah, there's back paddles on the Flux.
They're more like back buttons.
Yeah, I've got a controller that's got those. I think the regular doesn't have the back button. No, it still does. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. That must be the only difference is that little circuit board change. Okay, weird. Because I got one right here, the wired controller I got plugged into my. It's a 8-bit Do controller, but it's got little back buttons on it. It's wired, so I only use it on my PC, but yeah, it does all the same stuff this does except the LGB lighting. Like it's got a program on PC where I can adjust the stick sensitivity, I can adjust the intensity of the rumble, I can adjust the tension on the triggers, etc. It's got all that shit. The only thing it doesn't have is the LED lights and the cool paint job. It's just white, but this is pretty standard for third-party wired controllers, especially on PC. But anyway, I was telling you, I found a new thing came out that made me think of the Hitbox. There's a current controversy slash argument going on right now over whether or not Razer's new keyboard is cheating. It is currently banned in all CS:GO tournaments.
Really?
Yeah, while they argue over whether or not it's going to be allowed. Like, it hasn't been decided yet, but for the moment, it's currently banned. Razer's newest keyboard does something no other keyboard can do. Have I seen what?
Have you seen Shroud's game?
No.
So basically, it's CS:GO, but like the idea is what they're gonna do different from Valorant and Overwatch. It is gonna be a hero thing, but the idea is to make the abilities not like crazy like Overwatch or Valorant. They're more like just special gadgets, like tactical abilities that the characters have.
Okay.
And you can move while fucking shooting. Every fucking tactical shooter, I swear to God, has like forced this weird shit other than Siege, and I'm so fucking excited for just.
Well, it's not just CS:GO. Like this keyboard's also banned in Overwatch tournaments. You can move and shoot in Overwatch, so it's not because of the moving and shooting thing. But I get what you're saying. It's that this keyboard allows for movements that no other keyboard does because of the way it handles key presses. And the way that the guy describes it, they've even given it a name. They call it wooting. But even the guy who like broke it down in a video describing it, he's basically describing a hitbox. So the way normal keyboards, because you mentioned that before, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. And then I remembered why it doesn't sound right. That's not how keyboards work. Because you use that as your argument for why hitboxes should be okay, because people can play on keyboard and mouse. But keyboards don't work like hitboxes. Keyboards don't allow for overlapping keys. At least they didn't until this Razer keyboard. That's the difference with this Razer keyboard, is it allows for overlap.
They disable from the get-go. If it was so like, that's why I'm like, I don't understand then.
What do you mean?
Like if you can if on a keyboard you can just disable multiple inputs perfectly without any form of like double input whatsoever, then why is it so hard for Hitbox to do the same thing?
No, it's not disabled. Keyboards don't allow for overlapping key presses. It's not something that you disable or disable. Keyboards physically don't do that right now, unless you have this new Razer one. No other keyboard before has allowed for overlapping key presses. You can test this right now. You can open Notepad, slam your fist down on the keyboard, and hit like 5 keys at once. Notepad's only going to press one of them. You're not going to get a bunch of letters. You'll get a bunch of letters when you first press, but the letter that keeps repeating will only be one. It will only select one of those keys to keep going. You can't hold 2 keys down at the same time and get both to show up in Notepad. It doesn't work. That's not how keyboards work. Keyboards do not allow for overlapping key presses. If you're holding down, for instance, if you were holding down the A key to strafe left, and you press the D key without letting go of A, your character just stands still. The 2 keys cancel out each other.
Saying, if it's a thing that keyboards just don't allow, and it's obviously something that you can like make not happen, then why are Hitbox like why is
because
it still,
Hitbox was it's not a thing of not allowing it, it was a thing of it not being possible without a hitbox. Keyboards didn't allow you to do it. It's not that you could stop it from happening, it's that you couldn't do it at all. Hitboxes allow you to do something no other form of control does. Not even a keyboard. Unless you buy the new Razer keyboard. That's the big thing with the new Razer keyboard, is it allows for overlapping inputs, which means that this is why people are getting mad in Overwatch. It means that they can now strafe
and move in ways that weren't possible before. And it's kind of breaking the game for pro players. And there's like a huge, like I got a video on it that that an Overwatch pro made, like
Yeah,
trying to
see,
break
like,
it down.
That makes more sense. What Pike is saying, like,
Coming out of Lurk to give a rundown. Snap tap is the term it's called. No, I'm talking about wooting is what it's called. Keyboards do allow double inputs, diagonal. Games don't allow. No, they don't. Pike, I think you're misunderstanding. Wooting is the original company that implemented it. Hold on, I'm gonna find hold on, I bookmarked it. I'm gonna try to find the video. We'll just watch it on stream because the guy fucking like broke it down that it doesn't work the way you're thinking it works. It wouldn't work the way that that a hitbox would in a fighting game, and it wouldn't work the way that that like you're thinking it would. Because you can open, like I can open Notepad right now, and I can hold down 2 keys. Here, like you open Notepad, you hold down 2 keys. So I'll hold down A and D. It only repeats one of those letters. It doesn't repeat A and D. So whichever key was technically pressed last is the one it counts. It doesn't count both. You can test it yourself. Open a Notepad, press 2 keys at once. It's only going to repeat one key.
Side, like couldn't you also like at the same time just literally if it's cheating then just disable it in the game? Like I'm sure it's harder than just doing that, obviously, but
yeah, it is. It's not quite that simple. The guy actually like breaks it down. I'm trying to find where I bookmarked it. I know I bookmarked that video.
What is basically cheating by Optimum? It's got 33.
It basically gives you a reaction time that's not possible with any other keyboard because the keys don't overlap. One has to stop being pressed before the next one will activate in a certain way. You can hold W and D to move diagonally. There's a reason for that, but I don't think it's the reason you think. Like, it wouldn't work the way that, like, as I remember him explaining it in the video, like, it wouldn't work the way that, Waffle was describing with a hitbox where you could basically hold A as, like, let's say you're on the player 1 side, you hold A as in you're holding away from your opponent, and then you can still move forward with D or jump with W while still holding A. So you could basically charge, Gal's Sonic Boom while still jumping forward and moving around, which wouldn't be possible on a joystick. So then you could just release Sonic Booms out of nowhere in ways that wouldn't normally be possible. So it basically breaks charge characters using a hitbox, but you couldn't do that on a keyboard. And I remember this guy specifically mentioned fighting games and tested that. There's a reason why that doesn't happen. Like, I know you can hold, W and D to kind of move diagonally in games, but there's a reason why it doesn't work the way you think it works, and he explained it better than I can think of off the top of my head right now. I just got to find where that video is at. I know I bookmarked it somewhere. Where is it? Where'd I put it? No, did I put it in the Minecraft folder? I have too many fucking folders of bookmarks, and I can't remember which one I slapped that one in. Oh god, where'd I put this damn thing? Okay, if I go to add a new bookmark, it gets added to that folder, but when I go to that folder where I've been putting all my new bookmarks, I don't remember changing it. Not finding it. I don't want to have to go through my YouTube history. I don't know about fighting games, but Snap Tap is mainly just controversial because it eliminates skill and execution, not necessarily making you do something impossible. No, he explained why it would be almost impossible. Not impossible, but almost impossible, like extremely difficult. But then,
probably.
like, it would be extremely difficult on a regular keyboard to do the same maneuver he can do with a single tap on the Razer one. And he, like, breaks it down and shows you how the switches work, and he shows you why this is doing this and this is doing that. Yeah, like, it would be... It's not impossible, but only pros could do it before, and with the Razer keyboard, anyone can do it by tapping a button now. So it gives you the movement of a pro without the hours upon hours of, like, pinpoint execution needed to pull off those maneuvers. Yeah, he brought up Counter-Strike and Overwatch, and yes, specifically counter-strafing as his example of what's like damn near impossible for a regular player to ever do, and now anyone can do it. All right, I'm just going to have to go through my fucking YouTube history. I must have forgot to bookmark it.
I mean, I think I'm watching the video, dog. I'm pretty sure it's Razer's new keyboard is basically cheating by Optimum. That's what he's doing. He's talking about counter-strafing.
That might be it.
Overwatch,
Oh, he said Optimum. Optimum. Razer's keyboard is basically cheating.
He's got like a machine that's literally testing it frame perfectly.
Yeah, I think that is it. It's like a 7-minute video. Yeah. But what he was describing sounded like a hitbox. And I remember there was another video I watched where someone tried to explain why you couldn't do on a keyboard what you can do on a hitbox. And you can test it in a shooter too. Like if you're holding down the A key to strafe left, like I know you can hold W and D sure to move diagonal, but if you're holding the A key to strafe left, like it doesn't allow for opposite inputs. Maybe overlapping was the wrong term. Opposite inputs. So if you're holding down A to strafe left and you press D to strafe right without letting go of A on a normal keyboard, if you did that in Overwatch or Counter-Strike, your character would stand still. Nothing would happen. You can't hold down left and right at the same time. They cancel each other out. Nothing happens. But on the Razer keyboard, if you're holding A to strafe left and you tap the D key, you'll strafe right. And then you can let go of D to strafe left again. So you can have this reaction time because you can hold one key and just keep tapping the other to basically jiggle in ways that like you wouldn't be able to jiggle that fast by alternating between A and D. Not without being extremely accurate. But with the Razer keyboard, you can just hold one and keep tapping the other. Yeah, opposite inputs would have been the better term. Yeah, so normal keyboard doesn't allow for that, which is why a normal keyboard won't do what a hitbox does. It doesn't allow for that.
In CS, then it makes sense that it would just continue to be banned, like because it's apparently a script can do the same thing.
Yeah, which is also what you could do in a fighting game. You could do a script to always charge your charge character's attack, which is what you could do with a hitbox. One person tested it, and it's basically cheating. In the end, everyone has to have it, or no one. Yeah, exactly. I got a comment on my YouTube video. It's a YouTube short, but me describing what pay to win is. And this is a question for you, Waffle. Okay, I'll try to rephrase this guy's question. How do getting operators work in Rainbow in Siege? Do you have to buy them, or do you just get them?
You get the first, like the base game operators, you get for free. That's like 12
okay.
on each side, and then you play the game and unlock more. as you like earn more like renown in R6.
Okay.
And buy them with real money.
Okay.
Technically pay to win. It's tolerable enough to not really be a problem.
Okay.
Like if you're buying ops in that game, you're kind of dumb, but
I mean, it is pay to win by definition. That's all I care about is the definition. Whether or not it's tolerable is personal preference. I can't argue over what you can personally tolerate in a game, but I can argue over what the definition of something is. And if you can pay for something that gives you a gameplay element that a free-to-play player can't access without paying money or grinding out a lot, like if you can instantly get access to something a free player can't, it's pay to win. That's just the definition. That's just how that works. Whether or not it's tolerable is personal preference. Some people can tolerate a little bit. Some people can tolerate a lot. Some people don't want any. So that's an opinion thing. I can't argue over someone's opinion, but I can tell you that yes, if that's how it works, yes, it is technically pay to win.
commented on your pay to win video?
Yep. Oh, I'll send you. It's the short, the short version. The short.
I didn't watch the short version.
Come. But I mean, you should probably go read his comment and reply to it. By the way, Pike, as we're talking about my YouTube page, have you been looking at my YouTube page, sir? I have actually started for the first time in my very, I guess we'll call it streaming career, even though it's been more of a hobby for the last, 10 years. But for the first time in like 10 years since I started this little hobby, I've actually started to give a shit about the content, and I'm actually trying to make content and not just streaming as a hobby. So I've actually put some work into my YouTube videos. You should watch them. You should watch them. I haven't watched them, but you talk about them with Sassy. Yeah, you should. You should. I have actually put a decent amount of work into these now. So, give me that engagement. Give me that feedback. Most importantly, give me that watch time. Just, turn them on and turn on my longest playlist to play in the background while you do your daily workout at the gym or clean your room or, whatever. Don't listen to a podcast. Listen to your old buddy Deathwitch. A lot of my videos are designed to be listened to and not watched. So, you can turn on one of my playlists and listen to me like a long podcast that just goes over a bunch of different topics back to back. A lot of them are designed for that. Some of them are just me reacting to TikTok stuff, I'm not going to lie. But a lot of them are just discussions and stuff that are being had while we're playing. What do you got?
I mean, I'm not going to say it, looks amazing, but it doesn't look bad. It's got a unique style to it.
I think even the TikTok ones could still be listened to like a podcast because a lot of them are us just reacting to stuff people are saying and not doing. There's only like one or two TikToks there where like something happens you have to watch. Most of it's just people talking and we're reacting to the stuff they're saying. So you could still listen to it like a podcast. There are podcasts like the Your Mom's House podcast has like whole sections of their podcast where they just react to TikToks, and that's a podcast. You're meant to listen to it, so they pick TikToks you don't have to see. I mean, it helps if you see him, you get the full experience, but you don't have to. Same thing with Joe Rogan when he's like watching a video or like reacting to something, he'll pick something that like you either don't have to like watch, you can just listen to, or he'll describe what's happening. But yeah, you can still listen to it like a podcast. Point is give me that watch time. That's the only metric I'm missing to get monetized on YouTube is watched hours. I have the subscribers. Okay, I've got the engagement at this point. I'm getting enough comments and likes.
The only thing I'm missing is that fucking watch time. It's that fucking watch time. So, you know, turn on a playlist. I think the reaction playlist is probably my longest one right now.
But yeah, check out that gameplay trailer when you get a chance. I'm excited.
Gameplay reveal for Spectre Divide. All right, we'll watch this on stream here.
Got a pretty unique gimmick. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly your cup of tea, but I don't know. I think you can probably play this better than like CS:GO, especially if it has the actual movement while shooting and not the weird ass fucking CS:GO movement that pisses me off sometimes.
Well, let's check it out. Alright, what am I looking at?
I'm a dying breed, rare.
CS:GO, man.
I'm a dying breed. Let him hear the artillery.
Yeah, kind of liking the art style, the cell shaded thing.
Switch bodies and shit throughout the map.
Oh wait, is that a gameplay mechanic? Switching bodies?
Yep, that's the general gameplay mechanic. That's everybody.
Oh, I thought they were just like showing different players on the team. I didn't know that that was an actual gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, it's 3v3 too. I think we could find, like, if me and you play it, I think we could find a third pretty easily. Like, actually a fucking game that we might be able to find a full team for and actually play.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we could do with the finals, which I want to go back to at some point.
I tried. I just don't find it.
I'm waiting for them to like flesh the game out more myself before I go back to it. I'll go back to it though. I haven't given up on it. Wait, so how does it work then? If it's 3v3, who are you swapping? Like, how do you take over another body when you die like that?
I'm sure it's like you press a button like it's a grenade or an ability in Overwatch and you just like swap and you like pre-place them. It look so like I saw it earlier at the very beginning. It looks like you can like throw a body out with a grenade. You might be able to like buy loadouts for the bodies. That might be how that works. So like you have to buy your kit like it's Counter-Strike, but then the bodies, you know, depending on what kit you give them, have another price or something.
So you set out kind of like a Call of Duty decoy, and then when you die, you just take over the decoy as another player.
You can
kind
also
of
teleport to it freely.
Okay.
As shown in the trailer when they were like swapping between point A and point B.
Okay. I mean, interesting mechanic. Is it free?
I mean, I'd hope so.
I mean, if it's free, I'll try it out. If I got paid for it, I don't know. I can tell you right now, free to play for any kind of like hero-based shooter or just competitive shooter in general, like free to play has got to be the new standard. There's too many like free options to make a paid version even competitive nowadays. Like,
oh, you have custom characters too.
Concord is going to be dead on arrival. Like, that game stands no chance. I mean, it would struggle to find an audience being PlayStation only if it was free to play. But the fact that it's $40 and Overwatch is free, you know, all these other, you know, Overwatch is free, Apex is free, Fortnite's free, Warzone's free, like all these other shooters are free. Concord stands no chance. Like that game's dead on arrival. It was already nerfed because it's PlayStation exclusive. And then on top of that, you're going to try to make them pay? It's not going to happen. Game's dead in the water.
I'm just like, I mean, I like the art style. I think everything for this game is set up to be a success if it's free.
If it's free. If it's not free, it's going to struggle. Not saying it can't be done with a paid model to get something super successful like Counter-Strike, but you got to be damn worth that money. Like
It's
you
free when you look it up on
Okay.
Steam, but it's also not out yet, so I don't know.
I mean, as long as it stays that price, yeah, they stand a chance.
And you can sign up for the playtest, so I would go do that on Steam.
Yeah, I can pull Steam up real quick. I can pull Steam up real quick, but yeah, if it's not free, it's gonna struggle. What's it called? Spectre Divide. Spectre Divide. Yeah, it's listed as free. Let's just read the game's description. See if they say it's gonna be free to play. Former pro player, community builder, and master of the FPS genre, Shroud is partnered with Access Early Alpha.
I mean, especially in comparison to Dr. Disrespect's game, I'm way more interested in this game.
Yeah, this anime-inspired worlds. Yeah, it's going to be free to play.
They'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume Shroud would know better. Yeah, it's going to be free to play. We'll go ahead and request access. Thank you. Hopefully I'll get into it. I requested access for Marvel Rivals, and I didn't get into that one. So, yeah. Which I hear good things about that one. I did not hear. Unfortunately, the Concord beta happened while my PS5 was being repaired at Sony, so I didn't get to play that one. But I have heard bad things about that one. On top of it already being a paid game and a console exclusive, the gameplay was also nothing to write home about. So that game sounds like it's going to be dead on arrival.
This game is going to be like this game that like shakes up all shooters forever. I think this is just going to be a solid competitor to Counter-Strike.
That's all it needs to be.
Swear to God, either if they're going to go crazy with the microtransactions, just do Counter-Strike did. You're already on Steam. Integrate it with the Steam Workshop.
Yep.
Like
that's all it needs to be. All it needs to be is
skin to gamble for than fucking, oh hey, you bought this skin and now you're screwed. It's just sitting in your inventory. You can't do nothing with it.
Yeah. A good trade system will keep the player base and economy alive, but that's all the game needs to be, is a competitor to Counter-Strike. Especially because Valve doesn't know how to count to 3, so there's never going to be another Counter-Strike. That's it. They made 2. They're never going to make a third one. Valve famously can't count to 3. So that's all it needs to be. It just needs to be Counter-Strike 3. Just a new Counter-Strike for people to play. Doesn't even need to be technically better than Counter-Strike. It just needs to be new and as good as Counter-Strike. That's all it needs to be.
I don't know. I kind of like Valve's, like, especially like previously their balancing decisions for like Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2. Like, I think that they have a very good like idea of what makes a game like fun.
Oh, they do. They do.
They don't like to fuck with it. Like once they have it like perfected, once they figure it out, they don't fuck with it no more. They leave it alone, and I kind of respect it to a degree, because like Overwatch, just like I thought it was great at the end of Overwatch 1. That's when I was having the most fun.
I'll agree.
They were no longer adding characters.
I'll agree.
Hero shooters, I think, kill them after a certain point. Just for the community, for the player base, they do bring back engagement. There's a lot of like, ooh, but like eventually, all your old characters start becoming obsolete. They start, which drives out the players who really like those characters, who only play because of this character being fun and, you know, popular and maybe viable even.
Yeah, no, I agree.
there's benefits to them not going to 3. I don't like that.
I would give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'd agree with you if they knew how to count to 3 in any other game. What's the reason for not making a Portal 3? There ain't one. What's the reason for not making a Half-Life 3? There ain't one.
Half-Life 3, I don't understand that. They
Portal 3, I don't understand. Half-Life 3, I don't understand. Like,
I can understand why they didn't do Portal 3. I think Portal 2 ended in a great spot. It didn't need a third game. I think it did everything it set out to do, and I think it accomplished it well. It was a great puzzle series. They had the custom levels. Like,
cool.
The only thing I think maybe you could do for a Portal 3 would be to expand on the custom levels like it's Mario Maker. Like,
no, there's lots of stuff you can do on a Portal 3. They should absolutely make a Portal 3. The original devs for the Portal 3 had a whole story plan to keep going if they wanted to, and they didn't. Modders have made several Portal 2 mods that are basically like Fallout London, like our Portal 3s, and they've been successful. One of which was a prequel where you basically got to like be the subjects being tested on by Cave Johnson before he died. The ones he references in the games, one of which was an actual sequel where, you know, it takes place after the second one. So there have been mods that like explore this, and the original dev team, which were modders that got hired by Valve, they had like stuff planned, and then they never got to do it. Same thing with Half-Life 3. That story was written. They could have done it. I don't know why they didn't.
Like, if they had just released Half-Life 3, nobody would be like, they can't count to 3. Like, just Half-Life.
Same thing. No, it's not just Half-Life. Like, they didn't make a Half-Life 3. They didn't make a Counter-Strike 3. They didn't make a Team Fortress 3. They didn't make a Portal 3. They didn't make Left 4 Dead 3. They didn't, like, every single one of their games stops at 2. I think they're doing it on purpose. There's no reason for it, but they do it.
A VR game that's really good for fucking Half-Life that, like, was praised by everybody in the VR community
is proof that everyone wants a Half-Life 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, Half-Life Alyx was amazing. I played it. I loved it. But it's not Half-Life 3. It's a little spin-off game. It's good for what it is, and it's proof that people want more Half-Life. The problem is, not enough people own VR headsets yet. If you made a Half-Life 3 instead of a VR Half-Life, then everybody could play it, and it would sell millions upon millions of copies. Day one guaranteed. There's no shot they wouldn't make money off of a Half-Life 3. Why they don't do it? I have no idea. I don't understand some of this game's legendary guns. I don't know what this gun's supposed to do. Its legendary perk is that the gun emits an odd smell, a smell that isn't just that of gunmetal. I mean, it poisons them? Like, what does it do?
I mean, it might just be like Borderlands, where you got to kind of figure
Everyone
it out.
was keeping up with the Joneses.
I don't know.
Leaving us plenty to
It's
get
a
by
thing
with.
that other games have done, where they give you vague legendaries.
Yeah. This
Give you a reason to actually use them and not just go, oh, that's shit, and then drop it.
the first legendary I got, I still have no idea what it does, and I've been using it. I still can't ascertain what it does. The legendary perk is a gift from Sebastian Gaunt. It's seen better days, but old Blighty. It's seen better days than old Blighty, but nothing a sharp-eyed blacksmith couldn't work out. I don't know what it does.
Probably just unique. Like, it's just a unique weapon. Like,
Eh,
it has
maybe.
like, they use the legendary to give it that text, so that way, because like it might not work any other way if they want like weapons with text, like Dark Souls or something.
Yeah, possible. Oh, look at the fish people.
Glad glad they're doing uniques though.
Your
That's
kind
cool.
does have two eyes, right?
Definitely was missing from Fallout 4 until like the DLC. Then they added a fucking one.
The thing with this game that annoys the absolute hell out of me is that if you make the slightest contact with an NPC, they have to say something to you. Every single time. And sometimes it's out of your control. I've been in dialogue with one NPC where the camera locks and it's going back and forth between me and that NPC, and then another NPC will bump into me, and then I can't hear the dialogue that the one I'm talking to is saying because this guy is going like, "Hey, watch it. Watch where you're walking. Do that again, I'll fuck you up." I'm like, "You're bumping into me. Stop it." I'm like, and he just keeps talking over and over as he's walking into me, and I can't move to get out of his way. It's really annoying. Do they really need to speak every time they're touched? Like, every single time? It kind of pulls me out of the game, too. Because you'll, like, have a heartfelt speech with an NPC during a line of dialogue, and they're talking about how you just saved their life, and they owe you this, and they're having this big heartfelt speech, and then as soon as the dialogue is over, that same character will walk into you and be like, "I should fuck you up for that." And I'm like, "What? But I thought you loved me. I thought I just saved your life." Like, god damn. It's so disconnected from the conversation we just had. Like, I feel like it's an unnecessary addition. Or at least dial it back a notch so that you have to be touching them for X number of seconds before they say something. Like, you have to hit them at a certain speed, or...
like 2 times within a short period of time.
Yeah, or you have to be moving so fast when you bump into them. Like, if you bump into them at full sprint, then maybe, like, just something other than every single time they touch you, they say something. Because that's what they do. They say, like, I can probably walk into these no-name characters right here. They don't have names. It's just a regular townsfolk, and then I can bump into him. Yep, he's gonna say something.
Oh, sorry about that, human.
Every time I bump into him, he's gonna move.
Enjoy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, shit.
All right. Where am I supposed to go now? Yeah, it's a really annoying addition. Oh, I need to go back to the ferryman. Okay, good. I need to go back here anyway. Put up all this junk I've been collecting. Also wish that, like, at least one of the little safe houses or bases you had all the crafting tables in it. None of them have all of them. So if I wanted to have, like, a base of operations I could return to repair, to, you know, like, upgrade armor, upgrade weapons, and store all my junk, I can't. I have to go to this safe house to get a weapons bench. I have to go to this safe house to get a chemistry station. I have to go to this safe house to get an armor bench. So I can't just, like, store all my junk in one central location and use a bunch of workbenches. I have to collect all the junk, fast travel to another location, use it there, then pick it all back up, move to another location so I can access an armor bench and do it again. It's really annoying. It seems unnecessary.
Fallout games that, like, I think would fix the issue. Like, remember when there was, like, infinite companions? You could just have, like, as many as you wanted back in, like, the 2D ones. You could just, because they would die, actually. So, like, having a bunch of companions wasn't that crazy OP, because if they all died, then you don't get the companions back.
Yeah.
Just bring back multiple companions. You don't need to bring back the infinite. Just give me 2 companions and a dog.
I mean, it's fine having, like, one central, like, Fallout 4 is fine with that. Like, I can have everything I need in Sanctuary and not have to worry with any other settlement, or even, like, that's what I do in Fallout 4. I put all the crafting stations right there in that garage next to the power armor station, next to the, like, little, like red bench for the settlement workbench or whatever, where you can build shit. I just put everything near that, so then I can store everything in the workbench, and then I can go use all those crafting stations, and then I'm done. I just fast travel back there, do all my maintenance, and then I leave. And I have it all in one convenient location. And all that junk I collect as I'm out exploring, when I get close to my carry weight capacity, fast travel back, dump all my junk, go back to where I was, fast travel back to whatever location I was at, and keep going. And it's fine. It's only slightly inconvenient. But this, oh man, this is something else. Oh no, science. It's really annoying to have to just keep traveling back and forth. I'm gonna have to pick up all this junk from this table I'm working on now when I want to go do my armor after I'm done here.
One day, I'll take my family to see the surface. One day.
Rapid automatic fire.
Thameshaven, you are my pride and joy.
Oh, how do I still not have enough stuff to upgrade most of this shit? Glow sights. Can I not upgrade that other legendary? I got one legendary that's just, it's kind of ridiculous. I found. Shoots an EMP pulse that sends them flying and stuns them when I do it. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I can just sit there and juggle them with it. It looks ridiculous. Alright, let's take all. And then I gotta slowly walk to where the armor bench is. This is really annoying. I have to do this. This is the closest armor bench. This is the only town I've found that have an armor bench and a weapon bench in the same location, but they're just not close together. It's the only way I can get access both without the need to fast travel. It just takes me a minute to walk from one to the next because I have to pick up all the junk and then I can't sprint. It's really annoying. Like I thought they were going to use the settlement feature in Fallout 4 in this. Because they still let you pick the perk to like make it so that your settlements are connected to establish a line of, you know, trade between your settlements or whatever, supply line between your settlements. So that you can store your junk at multiple settlements and not have to worry about, you know, which settlement your junk is at. You can just access it from anywhere. Like you can still pick that perk in this. But I've yet to get to a part in the game where I can actually like build a settlement or interact with a settlement. I haven't even run across any. So I'm wondering if they left that perk in there by mistake. How you been, Pike? You've been gone forever. It's good to know you're not dead. Don't worry, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Keep moving. Actually, I got a cooking station here. Yeah, and it also has a cooking station. Ooh, margarita pizza. That Mylord cake? Let's make one of those. Breathe underwater for 30 minutes. Sweet. What's this do? Roasted conkers? I don't know what those are, but sure I'll make some of those. Okay. Finished school, worked for a year. Oh, we finished BS, worked for a year, finished MS. You're in limbo now? How are you in limbo after all that? Like, what does limbo mean? Deciding between work or a PhD? What are the advantages of said PhD? Like, what would be the major difference between working now or, you know, getting the PhD? Like, what's the major difference? Standard alloyed metal. Thank you. Pocketed, so I can carry more shit. Pocketed alloyed metal. Okay. Get it hardened. Get it painted, but I still can't. I think that's all I can do with this. Test subject suit. Armored test subject suit? No, I gotta get armor rank 2. Or I can do that one. Can I level up? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, why am I still over encumbered? Oh, the gun he gave me. Added too much weight? Is that what did it? Weight 6. Wait, where's all the extra? Oh, the mods. The mods. Fuck.
Oh no, Julian's playing the Tekken Roblox game. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah, it's the mods. That still puts me over. What is eating up all my weight? I wasn't over encumbered before. Came down here. Is there a gun I'm carrying I'm not supposed to? Oh, the flamer. I took the flamer back from the dog. I have him holding my flamer until I need. Where you at, dog?
Is that like a regular flamer, or is that?
I hadn't used it yet. Let's find out. I got a little bit of fuel for it. I've been.
The base game flamer in Fallout 4 and 76 looked ugly.
I mean it looks like an old school blowtorch. It doesn't look like the one from, like an old school flamethrower. It doesn't look like the one from, but does it function the same? Let's fire it. Yep, it's just a flamethrower.
Way cooler.
And they also use the weapon wheel if you're on controller from Fallout 76 instead of using the weird D-pad thing that
That's a cool quality of life.
yeah, it is. And decide which gun I want to use. Got the most ammo. We'll go with the automatic crude gun. Okay. Where's my dog? The fuck did my dog go? Okay, if I walk in far enough, I need to give him this flamer so I'm not over encumbered. PhD, do whatever work I want, but lose like 4 years of my life. Do work, might be what I want. Monetarily, PhD beats just working for maybe your last 5 years before retiring, unless you strike big. Oh, there you are. Jesus. What are you doing way back here? I mean, do you have anything going on that would stop you from, like... I mean, because I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, well, you've come this far. What's 4 more years? I mean, I know, yeah, 4 years of your life, but in the grand scheme of things, 4 years ain't that long. I can tell you 4 years ain't that long at my age, because... like... to me, things that happened 5 years ago still feel to me like they just happened. Like, it doesn't feel like 5 years has passed. I'm like, Jesus Christ, has it been 5 years already? Like, it doesn't feel like Fallout 4 is a 10-year-old game to me. But it came out in 2015. It's almost a 10-year-old game. It doesn't feel like it. But it is. Where's the fucking ferryman? Did he move? He move? Where the fuck did the ferryman go? So, I mean, if 4 more years get you a PhD, and then you can do whatever work you want, guaranteed, and you can then spend the rest of your working career happy and doing what you want, sounds like the 4 years is worth the price of admission. But if you can go to work now, and you said maybe get the work you want, if you can find the work you want now, and beats just working for maybe your last 5 years before retiring, and you get what, like an extra 5 years, or I mean, yeah, I guess that's the no, this can't be the right way. Where are you taking me? Where the fuck is this game taking me? I can't find this fucking ferryman, but I'm not going all the way through that fucking tunnel again. I know that much.
You got kidnapped, bro. You gotta go save him.
I mean, he was in the marketplace down here. Now he's not. His dog is still here. It's kind of...
Reload the game, though.
It's kind of sitting there.
Oh, that's a lizard.
Well, oh, I mean, it's his dog. Everything down here is a lizard. This is the fucking fish people town. I mean, it's a fish. Its name is Sushi. But yeah, it's a fish people town. You got gills and shit.
Do you smell that? It's the Thames calling to us.
What is happening to my frame rate right now? My frame rate tanks when I come down here. It's too many NPCs and shit. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I can't get past the dog, and there's a... Ugh. You gotta be careful not to fall in the water or you'll die down here. No, that's not him. I wonder if I go through the other door.
Your kind does have 2 eyes, right?
Yeah, I know. I accidentally bumped into a person. Watch where you go. Yeah, everybody just fucking yells at me constantly. Because this town is so filled with NPCs and there's not a lot of walking space. You're almost guaranteed to bump into someone.
No, sorry about that, human.
Everyone's gonna yell at you every time you do it. Ugh.
They call us sea devils, warriors of the deep, monsters. Can't they
Somebody
just leave us
apologize.
alone?
Yeah, some of them apologize to you. Most of them just yell at you. Let's go this way. Yeah, I mean, what do you got going on for the next 4 years of your life? I'm talking girl. I mean, what's in your future in the next 4 years that you would have to plan for that a PhD would like get in the way of? PhD also is a gamble with the professor I could end up with. Could be hell to work with, or even push the PhD to 6 years. A lot of factors that make it hard to decide. Either way, if I do a PhD, it'd be a 1 year break. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with clearing your head for a year, but I mean, what do you got going on for the next, is it up there? What do you got going on for the next 4 years? I mean, are we looking at marriage? We're looking at any like important future plans that like going for the PhD would make hard or impossible or cause you to miss out on, kind of thing?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Who said that? Nope, that leads back to the market. How the fuck do I get up there? It says it's above me. What the fuck? How do I get... I don't know how to get to this place. Go where the game tells me, I guess. I don't have a key for that. I can't go that way. That's blocked off. And this takes me back into the market. No plans for myself. My dad probably retiring sometime in that time period, which would bring the household income down to 0. What? What kind of fucking retirement plan is that? Wait, how do you retire? How do you retire and not have, like, anything coming in, though? That's like anti-retirement. You can float, we just won't make money? I mean, he gets, like, no monetary, like, income for retirement? Like, no pension or, you know, like, nothing? Like, I don't know what your dad does, but, like, usually retirement is, you know, you got something like a pension, or you've got, like, some kind of residual coming in, plus whatever little nest egg you've saved up, like if you had a 401k or whatever. But have stocks and a bit of pension. That shit's going to the California level bills. Oh, fuck, that's right. You guys live in California. Dude, California's tax situation is fucked. I could not live there. Like, I know California's probably the fucking worst for taxes and shit like that. Nope, still says it's above me. Yep, because this... Why does it tell me to come in this door and then turn around and tell me to go back out of it? I don't know where the game wants me to go. I'm just going to go back out to London and look at the map. Let me look at the map. Is where the ferryman's at even in Thameshaven? Or do I need to leave? Taxes are just beginning to evolve. Oh yeah, I know. Like, California's fucked. Or, since I'm playing Fallout London, proper fucked. Return to the ferryman. Is he outside? Is he not in Thameshaven at all? This is confusing. Let me turn around and go back out.
Your kind does have 2 eyes, right?
Move. I need you people to get out of my way. I need to go back to London. I'm not going through the tunnel to get there. I'll go all the way around. Like, I think the best state to live for taxes, which is why you see so many celebrities and shit moving there, is it's Texas. I don't think Texas has... I know they don't have a property tax. I don't think Texas has income tax either. If I'm not mistaken. Like, I don't think you pay taxes on your income there either, which is why all the celebrities want to move there, because they make large amounts of income and they don't want to give like half of it to the fucking government. So they moved to Texas. Joe Rogan lives there. Tom Segura lives there. Yeah, like, everyone's moving to Texas. I'll Google it. Does Texas... We have the internet. We can figure these things out. Does Texas have income tax? 9 states with no income tax. Here we go. Alright, your 9 states with no income tax. Alaska, Florida, Nevada. Yeah, a lot moved to Florida too. Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, Wyoming. Wow, Washington doesn't have an income tax? Oh, but they pay a 7% capital gains tax. That's why celebrities don't move there. Fucking capital gains tax. Yeah, that'll get you. Tennessee has... Oh, it has an alcohol tax to make up for the lack of income tax. Jesus. Alcohol vendors in Tennessee have to pay $1.30 for each gallon they sell. So that's definitely going to make the price of alcohol higher in Tennessee. New Hampshire, what's the catch in New Hampshire? 4% tax rate on dividends and interest. Okay, so that's bad for their investments. Florida doesn't seem to have a downside. That's why a lot of them live in Florida. Does Texas have a downside? Oh, they got a sales tax. So it's slightly higher than normal, but that doesn't seem that bad. Their sales tax is 8.25%, which is 7% sales tax where I'm at. And the sales tax in Wyoming. Ooh, yeah. you might want to consider moving to Wyoming for the lowest tax rates in the country. What the fuck is even in Wyoming? There's no income tax. There's no capital gains tax. It refrains from taxing retirement income in Wyoming, so no tax on 401ks and retirement income. And their sales tax is lower than average at just 5.5%. Actually, Wyoming seems like the cheapest state to live in tax-wise. Okay. Yeah, he is outside. Wow, the flashlight does jack shit. California is the worst place to live tax-wise. Yeah, I don't know, man. Get your PhD, pack your bags, move to Wyoming. You'll be good to go. Alright. What's up, ferryman?
Good to see your friendly face.
Glad to see you up and about. Have you recovered?
Not entirely. But I'm sick of that infirmary. Now I need to get out on the open sea. Feel the wind on my face. Well, then I'll get better.
You want this gun back?
The boy's stubborn. If he's going to survive in this city, he needs every advantage he can get. He'll need to pick up a gun sooner or later. You can have it. It's not much, but it's reliable.
I need you to take Archie back across the Thames.
I have no objections. Truthfully, it would be good for my conscience. There are places north of the Thames where a boy could live a normal life. The sanctuary at St. Paul's would take him. Though I'm not sure why you need him to cross.
Why would it be good for your conscience?
Whether I like it or not. The boy became my responsibility when he jumped onto my boat. And it seems I've taken him to one bad place after another. If I could find some good people to take care of him, I can wash my hands of this ordeal.
I'm trying to find the lab he escaped from. Need you to take him to the dock where you found him so you can retrace his steps.
That makes sense. I'll take him back there, but I'll need your help. While I was lying in my sickbed, a group of hooligans marched into Bermondsey and shut the gate. Getting through won't be easy, but it's the only route out onto the Thames.
Alright, let's do it.
First port of call, we need to open that gate. The button that opens it is up on that crow's nest. You can reach the button by lowering the crane. The way up is via a makeshift bridge by the riverfront. Be careful.
Okie dokie.
Do you smell that? It's the Thames calling to us.
Wow. Like half a second after the conversation's over, you begin going through your idle animation dialogue. Yeah, the dialogue is a bit aggressive. Alright, that's probably where I'll call it for tonight, because it's almost 3:30. That's way later than I intended. We shall see where things go. For now, I play Stardew and think on it. How many times have you beat Stardew Valley? I feel like the game's been out for a while at this point. I know. Wait, are you playing with mods? I know I've beat the game like 3 times at this point.
They just updated it again with like crazy shit.
God damn it, am I gonna have to go back to it?
They added like winter seasons, they added new events. All the characters during winter, they now wear winter clothes instead of just wearing the same clothes all year round.
Makes sense. Technically 0, first time I hit in 3 years. Quality of life mods is all. Oh, you don't go with the crazy nude mod? That's fun stuff.
In Fucking Stardew Valley? Oh my god. What the
Yeah, dude, it's the internet.
fuck?
If there's a game that exists on PC, it has a nude mod. The one for
Why though?
the one
Why
for
would you even like want-
dude. If you think that one's crazy, you should see the one for Among Us. Don't Google that.
I'm not.
There's also a mod that makes that fucking meme you sent me, the Among Us butt shake thing, part of the game. It's like a taunt you can do in the game where he just starts doing the butt shake thing. I may be single, but I'm not a porn doll. Hey, man's got needs. I'm just saying, if it came down to simping for some OnlyFans girls or downloading some nude mods in video games, nude mods are free. Thank me later.
I'm not saying in video games. I'm just saying in Stardew Valley specifically. That's kind of weird.
I don't know, that trailer park trash mom, like the redhead with the trailer park trash mom. I kind of want to see her boobs. I know they're old, alcoholic, and saggy, but you know, curious. I don't think there's a pair of boobs I don't want to see. It's not about being a horn dog. It's not like I'm sexually aroused by all of them. It's more like, you know, boobs are like snowflakes. They're all different. I'm curious. Usually just seeing them's enough. You can just, you know, if a 90-year-old woman come up to me and she's like, "You want to see my tits?" I'd be like, "Yeah, all right, whip them out." Gross. All right, put them away. All right, put them away. I just want to look. I just want to say I saw. See what OnlyFans has done to society. I now expect to see every girl's tits. If you don't want to whip them out, then what's your OnlyFans? Yeah, I'll throw you 5 bones to look at your boobs. Oh, those are gross. Keep the 5. Keep the 5 for your trouble. There you go. Gives them a little boost of confidence and satisfies my curiosity. I'm gonna put my boobs on OnlyFans. Somebody's pay me $5 to see my boobs. See these. It's right here. I'm still trying to master that Terry Crews thing where you make your pecs jump up and down. I don't know how he does that. I can't. Still gotta work on it. Is it just like flexing your arm? No, that's not it. How does he do that? Still blows my mind. Alright, I need to get to bed.
Alright.
Later, man.
Later.
That's for the rest of you wonderful witches. Enjoy the official Death Witch exit theme. I'm going to bed. Socials are above my head. Discord's where the community's at. You're going to want to join that. And, you know, subscribe to the YouTube page. Get your daily dose of Death Witch. For now, I'm out. See you guys tomorrow.
Excitement off the scale, man. Virtual games, the place we fall hard and fast. Joysticks thrown in frenzy, craving the next move. In Death Witch we trust joystick, master of the groove. Joystick fever drive us mad, wow. Straight range seduction, fever gets tactile. Death Witch the king, lead us astray. Joystick fever, night melts away. Killer scream, ignited passion rises steep. In game world fantasies we plunge deep. Eyes glued to the screen, can't break free. Death Witch seduction, with joystick destiny. Pixels burning slow, seductive flare. in the madness, no need for prayer. Together